special advisors, chairman of Agwada and all the other chairmen of the local government councils who are here, especially the chairman of Kokona and Nasarawa local government councils, the CEOs of board and parastatals who are here, the chairman of Twengi Group, Mr. Zeng Yu, and all your other members of management, distinguished invited guests, distinguished members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I think first and foremost, let me wish the Edege of Afolan a very, very happy birthday, and I think this is your birthday gift, so we don't have to buy any more gift for you. This is your gift right now. We have done it. His 80 years doesn't look like 80, it looks like 30. Therefore, he's getting ready for something, and I won't tell you that until Thursday. It is therefore with a sense of responsibility that I address you here today on the occasion of the commissioning of this 12.4-kilometer Agwada Edege road, which is a double-cut surface dressing, in our determination to continue to provide road interconnectivity within and between communities right here in Nasarawa State. It will be recalled that 2 years ago, I also commissioned the 23-kilometer Mararabang Kokona to Agwada road as part of our commitments to provide rural infrastructure for the enhancement of the socio-economic development of our rural communities. The road which we have constructed has eased the hardship faced by commuters plying this road, and from the statements earlier made, and as a matter of fact, people like Sarkin Loko now going to Lafia no longer have to go through Nasarawa, they go through Edege, Agwada, and then end up in Lafia easier. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as you are already aware, since the inception of our administration, we remain consistent in provision of road infrastructure across the state. This is believing that the provision of this critical infrastructure will create opportunities for improved economic activities and well-being of the people. It is for this reason that government continue to construct rural roads in order to open vistas of opportunities, particularly among communities in proven potentials with socio-economic development. It is important to state that, having recognized that majority of our population of Nasarawa State engage in one kind of agricultural activity or the other, government will continue to provide enablement that will enhance seamless transportation of agricultural produce and other economic commodities, especially from the remote areas. This is why construction, rehabilitation, and renovation of our rural roads have taken a center stage in our administration. Guided by our avowal for rural development and having satisfied with this quality of work delivery, we have once again awarded the construction of the 12.4-kilometer road, which we are actually commissioning today at a cost of 4,401,451,000 naira only. This was done in February 2025. Today we are commissioning the road, and we have not at any time had any kind of back payment, withdrawn payment, or some kind of assessment for increase of this project. Because from the beginning we said we are no longer going to look at any kind of increment. Rather, we will pay when it's due. And I'm happy the contractor has kept to that, and we have also kept to our promise. So thank you very much, contractor. Let me therefore congratulate the contractor for this timely completion of the road project in line with the specifications and the standards. I'm optimistic that the commissioning of this road today will continue to attract more economic activities in these areas in order to harness the potentials that abound in this area, especially when it comes to agriculture and mining. Let me at this point reiterate that our administration will sustain its commitment in the provision of infrastructural development across the state. I should have ended my remarks at this moment, but there were a few comments that have been made, especially the comments from our Deputy Secretary of the party at the national level, Professor Kana. Indeed, I must appreciate His Excellency, who from the beginning informed me about this road. I never even knew there was any road connecting Edege and Agwada until he brought it up to me. It is one of the roads that I will forever remain grateful that I've been able to do. We had similar roads where we connected communities, like the one from Asakio to Obi. At the end of the day, we ended up even discovering oil in that area. On this same road, and I just returned from the US 2 days ago, I became a very important person now in America. I used to go to America quietly and live quietly. Nobody ever cared about me. But today, even the American government is interested in the minerals that we have in Nasarawa State. And I had already received some visits. In the next 2 days, on Sunday, let me be specific, we will be leaving Nigeria again for China. But our advanced party, that is our honorable member representing this particular area, this particular local government, is also going to go ahead of us. So if I'm not able to come back with anything from China for you, blame him because he is going ahead of me. So we are going on a more serious note because of the potentials and the importance that Nasarawa local government in particular has today with the world, as well as the Kokona local government when it comes to areas of minerals and especially what they call critical metals. And that is the reason why there is so much interest, and that's the reason why, for me, staying in my small Cyprus in Texas, I received a high-powered delegation. And the Minister of Solid Minerals, Dr. Dele Alaki, is going to proceed by this week and actually to America to continue with those discussions. That is the importance that we attach to this. When we were doing this road, we didn't know about all those things. But today, they have become realities. Like someone said about the road, this is not opportunity for Sule. It's actually opportunity for Nasarawa State. I'm so happy that God has used me to just open the door, and then other people are going to enter and see the possibilities. Which brings me to the point, and I want to sincerely commend and appreciate the Emir of Kefi for continuously reminding me about the traditional institutional support when it comes to what we want to do in 2027. In 2027, all we want to do is to continue to maintain peace and development of this state. And the only way to maintain that is when there is fairness. Fairness and fairness. So what I keep saying is that I will continue to appreciate those who have supported me and made it possible for me to be where I am today. I'm forever grateful to them. And I will never ever do anything that will undermine them. But that is not to say that we should not be fair as we continue. So when we brought out our own choice of zoning this governorship to this zone, we did not do it with anything in mind against any particular individual or against any particular zone. We did it purely because we wanted to be fair. And we thought the fairest thing to do will be to come to a zone that started it. Distinguished Senator Abdullahi mentioned something here. He gave the phrase about putting when when he was the governor, I know he will have wished to be the one that will construct this road because of the historical aspect that attaches to him as the Adewaji of Afolani. But he couldn't because he did not have the resources. Today, every month, I keep displaying it. I don't hide it. I say, this is what we are getting. As a matter of fact, when I came in as a governor, we were only sharing anywhere at the whole federation account. The whole FAC was sharing anywhere between 580 billion to 620 billion. And that's why Nasarawa was getting anywhere between 3.9 at the state level to 4.2 billion. That is actually almost 400% of what the distinguished Senator Abdullahi used to get, because you remember I'm in the oil and gas industry, and I knew, even though I was not in government, I knew how much Nasarawa State was getting. Anywhere between 600 million, 700 million. If he's very lucky, he will get 1 billion. That's it. Last month we got 15 billion. This month we are getting more than 15 million. These are what has actually attracted the resources. But that's why most of the time when we are doing the work, that's why I could decide in total. I'm glad that I'm going to build 5 mini stadiums at once. I took the decision that we are going to do that. Because we have the money, and the money is meant for the people, so we have to work for the people. At that time, I didn't even know what we are getting this month. So the road that we are going to construct between Nasarawa, Igon, and Mada Station, I say we will award it and we will push it actually to somewhere around October, November. But what we are seeing this month, I can actually say we can bring it backwards so that other roads, like the one between Nasarawa and Ara, can also come forward. Those are the kinds of things we are doing, and we are doing with the money that belongs to the people. And Nasarawa State is also very lucky because of our participation now in the lithium industry. Nasarawa State will get special allocation for that. I promise you, not less than $10 million is coming before the end of this year, only for Nasarawa State when it comes to the area of lithium. And I promise that when that money comes, we'll sit down with you, some of our leaders, and decide whatever you want that money to be used, especially the communities from Nasarawa and Endo community. That's exactly what we'll do with it. These are the things that we do. But I do all this. Not everybody is happy with what we are doing. So you expect, and I expect if you don't, that those who are not happy will continue to come to you and tell you different kinds of stories. Any type of contract we give it after going through due diligence, due process, BPP. However, when people want to complain, they will complain. And for me, I'm ready for any complaint. And that is the reason why, I say when the resources come, the resources will be spent for you. We will look at all the things by the grace of God. If we continue to receive what we are receiving this month, believe me, the amount of work we can do in Nasarawa State in this 1 year, nobody will even believe it. Because we don't need it to keep the money. I already made a commitment that Senator Wadada that is taking over from me, inshallah. Better than I took over, 10 times better than I took over. The reason is because what he is going to actually inherit to start with is something that I had not seen in about 5 months of me being in that office. So it's not all the money we are getting that we are spending. We are saving. Because I don't want the governor coming after me to suffer the way I suffered. want the governor actually to have resources available to him to start, but I will not do it quietly. I will call all those who are responsible to come and listen and say, here, this is what I'm handing over to you. You, Accountant General, confirm. You, our leaders, confirm. You, House members, confirm. You, party, confirm. This is what we are handing over to you. I don't want to hear stories. And that is exactly local government chairman come and confirm, even though you have your own money. The good news I have for you, local government, is that you will receive this month what you have never ever received in the history of Lasaka. And it's not me. It's not me that you are commending. You are commending President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Because I have mentioned the 620 that you are doing this month is public information. This month, what was shared was 2.55 trillion naira between the federal, the state, and the local government. That was what was shared. This was like 5 times what we used to share. So I don't want you to feel bad, Adewaji, that you have not been able to do this work. I have been able to do it for you, and that's why I decided to commission it today. I wanted to commission it on Thursday on your birthday, but I know you will not be able to come. So that's why we are commissioning today, and that's your birthday gift. With that in mind, and with God Almighty, I commission this road in the name of God Almighty, the most beneficial, the most powerful. Thank you very much.
Thanks to Your Excellency, the Governor of Nassau State. It's a special gift to our father, the other